Hey Archery Talk. So the 2021 Xpedition Archery lineup has been released and it has got some interesting things to look at least on paper. The X series of bows, as they're called, there are 3 different models available: the X30, the X33, and the X37. We'll get into specs in just a little bit, but I want to touch on the riser material, which is really where the big news is for this year. According to Xpedition, this is a proprietary material. I'm going to check my notes here. It is called X-Loy by Magnite. This is a blend of different alloys and carbon, all blended together into one new alloy. And according to Xpedition, it is forged and then CNC machined to get the risers they're looking for. And the main result of this is a big reduction in weight. How light? We're looking at between 3.6 and 3.9 pounds. That is pretty much as light or lighter than many carbon bows out on the market right now, and definitely a step up according to the aluminum bows and whatever else Xpedition has offered in the past. That's pretty cool. Xpedition also tells me that the new material has 20 times the dampening properties of carbon fiber. How that's going to translate into a feel in the hand and the noise is going to be, I'll find out when I get one in my hand. Hopefully that's not going to be happening too far in the distant future. I'm looking forward to getting one of those as soon as I can. I've been excited about these bows. I've heard about them for a little bit now, and they just got released today. So lots of good news coming there. Also new on these bows is a lever cam. That's the LVR cam. They're calling it lever. It's new for this year. And again, Xpedition says that it's kind of redefining the levels of efficiency in compound bows. I kind of asked them for some clarification on what that means, because that's some pretty good marketing speak, and you always have to take that with a bit of a grain of salt. And according to Xpedition, that basically means that their speeds this year are very similar to what they had last year, except their brace heights are larger. So that should mean that better speeds with more forgiveness is the goal here from Xpedition. Again, I'm not exactly sure how it's going to translate into draw cycle. Xpedition tells me that's going to have like a less dramatic draw force curve than in the past. We'll see again when I get one in my hands, and hopefully in the not too distant future. Also new on the X series bows is what Xpedition is calling ETS, or their energy transfer system. According to press materials, the ETS enhances cable system dynamics and increases performance and efficiency by preloading the cables and limiting their movement. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to result in any change in feel or performance for the consumer, but it's new technology is always interesting. Now you look at that new riser technology and the ETS and the lever cams, and all that sounds great on paper. The main issue though is that's going to come with a cost, which is always expected with new technology. And these bows are coming in starting at $1,400 for the 30 and the 33, and I think $1,500 for the 37. That's a big bump up in price for Xpedition, and is really kind of getting close to the premier carbon bows on the market as far as price goes. It's a little bit less, but it's getting into that general neck of the woods. Now let's look at the specs on all 3 of these bows. The X30 has a length of 30 inches, a brace height of 6¼ inches, IBO rated speed of 350 to 352 feet per second, weight of just 3.6 pounds, draw lengths of 25½ to 30 inches, and let off of 80%. The X33 is an axle-to-axle length of 32½ inches, brace height of 6½ inches, IBO rated speed of 348 to 350 feet per second, weight of 3.7 pounds, draw lengths of 26½ to 31 inches, and also a let-off of 80%. Finally, the X37 has an axle-to-axle length of 37½ inches, a brace height of 7½ inches, IBO rated speed of 332 to 334 feet per second, weight of 3.9 pounds, which is crazy for a 37-inch bow. Draw lengths of 24½ to 29 inches on the mini lever cam, or 29 to 33½ inches on the regular lever cam, and it also has a let-off of 80%. Visit XpeditionArchery.com for more information, and hopefully I'll be here in the coming weeks with one of these test bows in my hand, and I'll give you my impressions as I get them. Thanks so much for watching Archery Talk. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.